Hi. It's a rather interesting question, and there seems to be a few pieces of information which have been left out. Um, but first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump to a spreadsheet, and we'll share the spreadsheet. You can see what we're doing, and then we'll go from there. So bear with me for just a sec. I'm going to share application window. And here we go. Okay. We have these 5 companies, A, B, C, D, and E. Right? Yes, you're concerned with the absolute change, and yes, you're concerned with the percentage change. And what I've done here is I've just taken the absolute change for each particular firm, calculated the absolute change and the relative change. Now, if I take all of these and I want to rank them, all I do is, if I'm using Microsoft Excel, which I absolutely love using, so I just go and sort. I'm going to sort it, and hold on for a second, cancel. I'm going to do this. So yes, if you've never used that, what you do is you go to the data portion, data, sort. We're saying, yes, my data has headers. So we do have headers, and we are going to sort by absolute change. We want to go from smallest to largest, or we can go from largest to smallest. Well, first we'll do it from largest to smallest, because the question is asking in terms which ranks the highest in terms of change in operating expense. Okay. Well, firm B had the highest increase in both, well, in terms of absolute, we basically said B had the highest, A had the lowest. So your rank would be B, E, C, D, and A. Now, if we ranked it by percent change, let's see if there's any difference. Let's go back to data and sort. And instead of absolute change, we go by percent change, and we do it again. It's B, E, C, D, and A. Okay, now the next question is, having an increase in operating expenses, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Okay, if we consider it a bad thing all by itself, then we want to talk about the firms that have done the best in terms of reducing their operating expenses. Okay, so we'll do our data sort again. Data, sort. And we'll sort it from smallest to largest. Okay, if that's the case, then A has done the best, D has done the second best, and B has been the absolute worst. But what we really don't know anything about revenue. So I'm going to turn the screen sharing off. I'm going to come back to a full video. All right, and if you can see the board here, all right, in any particular year, total sales is going to be a combination of expenses and profit. We're going to take this much in, you have to pay this much out, and the rest they keep. The profit margin is going to be A over B. Or I should say that A over A plus B, depending upon how they define it. Okay, if we assume, for instance, that revenues didn't rise, if total revenues didn't rise, then for firm A, if their revenues haven't changed and expenses have gone down and A has gone up and B has gone down, and if that happens, profitability goes up. Okay, so we could say that for firm A, if revenues haven't changed, their profitability has gone up, and that's a good thing. But unless we know exactly what's happened to revenues, we can't really go too far. All right. But recognize that given under the assumption that revenues haven't changed, firm A has done much better than where they had been. Okay. So we can say that that's an improvement. I hope that helps. And if you have any other questions, please don't hesitate to reach out.